what trends are you seeing currently in the retail industry?
Well, in the retail industry online, we've noticed a couple of different things. One is fraudsters, at least the way we see the industry, fraudsters started with really big e-commerce stores, and now they're moving down the food chain a little bit, and those middle tier online stores are starting to see more and more fraud than they saw even just a couple of years ago.
Okay. And where do you think the future is, and how are we going to combat the fraud issue?
Well, fraud changes. It grows in size and speed and sophistication almost daily. It seems like daily. Last year it grew by about 18%, which was 2% more than e-commerce grew. So they're out there and they're working very hard to steal things from online merchants all over the world. And I think what we need to make sure and let people know is that with the changing tide in fraud, with the new techniques they have, with the new products that they try and steal with and use and networking, we've got to be on our toes. What we did for fraud a year ago isn't good anymore. It's got to be updated. We've got to look at it on a regular basis. We recommend at least twice a year reviewing your fraud strategy, your fraud tools, and how you're working with it.
And are these the challenges that your customers are coming to you with? Is it very specific in the fraud, or is it what's their main challenges they're coming to with?
I think the main thing is it's getting harder to detect. So bad customers look better and better. They look like good customers. And that's one of the difficulties about fraud is you don't want to insult your good customers, but you don't want to accept bad customers either. So that's going to be a difficult thing in the future because they're getting better and better and better at masking what they look like when they come to your e-commerce site.
And how are Kount really going to help solve those challenges that the retailers are facing?
You know, there's two aspects of what we do, and one of them obviously is fraud. And we look at our software, we look at our systems on a regular basis. Quarterly, we come out with new releases based on what we see in the marketplace worldwide. Because we see transactions from 180 different countries on a daily basis, we see what's happening around the globe. And so we can make those modifications to our software so our systems are up to speed and ready to catch those new techniques anytime they're evolving. The second piece of that is we spend an awful lot of time looking for fraud and kicking out those bad guys, but we spend just as much time looking at all those good customers that merchants have and how they can take advantage of the data that they get within their system that tells them what good customers look like and good customers buy and how good customers act and those good customers that come to their site. That's why we talk about boosting sales and beating fraud. You've got to have that sales component to increase revenue while you're decreasing fraud. And we think those two components go hand in hand, and that's really part of the future of e-commerce.